That's okay. That's all right. No, I'm thrilled to be here. I got to hop around different levels, and I'm so excited because really, y'all, you're my favorite. I just said y'all because I'm in Kentucky. I'm in Kentucky, right? Because I'm from Chicago. So in Chicago, we say you guys a lot. We don't really do the y'all, but anyway. I'm here 5 minutes, and I'm like, y'all. So we're almost ready?
You can start if you want to.
Okay. I'm Mrs. Callahan. You can call me Mrs. C. And I heard you chatting a little bit. Thank you for being our helpers today. We're going to just have fun together and do some learning. And hopefully, I hope you have a great time with it too. Okay, so that's my goal. Thanks for putting on your name tags. And we're just gonna go for it. All right. So first things first. Do you know that every single time your teacher has you do activities, she has a goal for you? So I want you to tell me something that you have to do. If you're a soccer player, maybe you're going to be able to tell me real quickly, what do you have to do to get the soccer ball into the goal? Samantha?
You kick it.
You kick it. What else do you do? Pistol?
You have to save the goal.
Oh, the goalie has to save it. Yes. What else? Sophia?
You have to pass it to one of your teammates by the goal to get
Absolutely. Hard to do it all by yourself. Pass it. Nothing.
You have to analyze how much time you have.
Ooh, especially, yeah, the clock is ticking. How much time do we have left? Wonderful. All kinds of things you have to do.
see what angle you're going to hit.
And even anticipate and which angle you're going to hit the ball. All right, kick the ball. And finally, you get it to the goal, right? You have to do all those different things. Well, every single time your teacher is getting ready to help you learn something, she has a bunch of activities that you do, right? Do you guys read a lot? You want to do the actions with me? It's a little more fun if you do the actions with me. Y'all ready? Okay. So ready? Do you read? Do it with me. You read? Do you write? You can even say it too. Let's do it. Read. And we write. And we talk. And we listen. Right? Is that how our brain learns? Absolutely. So today we're going to do a lot of that. And our goal is we're going to do all those different things to try to reach this goal. Okay? And it's going to be to analyze a character to understand their feelings, motivations, and behaviors. Right? When you're reading and you get into a character, what the character's doing, you're always thinking, oh, why are they doing that? What are they going to do next, right? So we're going to analyze characters. So we're going to start off with a really cool, fun activity called, well, it's puzzle pieces, really, okay? So I'm going to give you 4 puzzle pieces. And first we're going to number you off because you're going to get these pieces. And the one rule before we pass them out is you may not turn these over. Only the numbers may be facing up. Sound good? Okay. So, you know what? You guys are 5th graders. Can you number yourselves off? You need to have a number 1, a number 2, a number 3, and a 4 if you do. If you don't worry about it. But go ahead. I love it. Hold up your number. Long as each one of you is a number, that's perfect. You guys know your numbers? When I see all your hands up with numbers 1 through 4, there you go. Give you your card. So, number 2, go ahead, oh, okay. We don't have to pass them out. We're going to keep them together. Want to know why? Because in a minute, I'm going to call a number, and you get to flip just that number over, okay? So, but actually, it can work, I suppose, even if they're passed out. But anyway, you'll see. It's kind of a neat little puzzle picture here, and you're going to see what happens. But your goal is going to be to make an observation. And I don't want you to just say, you know, one word. I want you to use it in a sentence. I see blank. I observe blank. Okay? And you're going to share what you see. The only goal of this is it'll be turned over. You're going to talk. The goal is to talk. So you're going to say, I see blank, whatever it is. It's to talk and to listen, okay, to each other. So you're going to have, in your small group, you are going to share those out. I'm going to be listening for those observations. I'll be listening to you using the sentences. I see this, I see that, whatever it is, okay? And I'm going to be jotting some of those important words. And we're going to create, I'm going to be doing that up here, creating a list. Sound good? All right, who's ready to see what's under your pieces? All right, so number 1 person. We're going to go in order here. Number 1, and you will not flip another number until I say so. So the only time you're going to flip is when I say your number, right? Everybody with me? Tell me back. Somebody tell me, when do you flip a card? Kian?
When they call your number.
When I call your number. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, you may flip your card. What do you see? Oh, I'm sorry. You may chat at your table, and I'll be listening. Go ahead. Did anyone say any other words or observations that aren't up here? Yep.
Windows.
All right.
What if the stairs that look like stairs, what if it's actually a bridge?
All right. So I loved you made a prediction. So I'm going to put stairs. They might be part of a bridge. All right. All right. So we have some words now. Number 2. Raise your hand for number 2. You may flip over the second card. Do the same thing. We'll be listening. I say clock. You say tower. Clock. Tower. Clock. Tower. All right. So some other observations from the next quadrant. I heard puffy dress. I see bare feet. I observe red carpet. I see a railing. Jose.
She's walking up the stairs and she has gloves.
All right, I love it. Walking up the stairs. And she has gloves, did you say? Yeah. All right. Any other words for this one? Okay, last ones. Matthew.
Half of a person.
Oh, okay. So you see a person, but only half of the person. You're exactly right. So I'm going to put that half of a person. Half of a person. All right, wonderful. Number 3. Get ready. Turn it over. Same thing. Finish your thought. 5. Finish your thought. 4. When I get to 1, we're ready to listen. 3 and 2 and 1. All right, thank you. So people were talking about the pole or the post there. Her face, it was revealed. The sky in the background. Midnight on the clock. Jaden, something else.
That it was 12 o'clock and like
Yep.
the
fine.
very like like a spell so that she had a dress and it's
Did I do that right?
be gone.
Okay, so you're making lots of predictions. You're right, there might be, you said a fairy. What was there?
Gave her like a dress so that she could go to the ball.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Okay, what else? Sophia, what else do you observe or you see?
When you put the pictures together, it was a full castle.
Okay, so the castle became complete, right? The full castle. You're exactly right. What else, Dante?
More than just half of a person.
Okay, so the person, the full body of the person. Did anybody have anything else about Cinderella? And remember, let's go back here and think about, was there anything that was revealed with this picture that about her feelings, her emotions? Adam.
She said.
Okay, so you're predicting that she looks sad. What else? Jordan? Well, there are stars. Yep, you saw the stars in the background? Absolutely. Anything else about feelings or motivation? Oh, Gavin. Oh, Sophia, go ahead, and then Gavin.
The feelings, like she was worried because the spell will come off at like 12 o'clock.
Okay, you think she's worried. Were you able to observe that maybe on her face? Gavin, what about you?
She's in like a singing musical feeling kind of way.
Oh, okay, I love it. So she's kind of, we had that she was, so you looked at the action and thinking from your background knowledge that maybe she's kind of dancing down the stairs or gliding down. We had, where did we have? We had another action word somewhere. Running, did I write that? So, walking, okay, we had running. So actions, right. Another word for actions are behaviors, right? So we've got lots of words here about different things. So are you ready for the last one? Yeah. Big reveal. Number 4, you may turn it over. All right, and I'm glad you were so excited to turn over that last picture. And then I heard some of these aha moments, and most of you said, oh, the glass slipper. You said slipper, you said shoe. Oh my goodness, there it is. It took a minute to see it there on the step, didn't it? So thank you for doing all of that discussion. And you brought out your language, whatever background knowledge that you just had about this character that you obviously predicted was Cinderella, you were able to give us lots of wonderful vocabulary. So now we have to go back to our goal. Our goal, because you just now did, you know what you were reading? You were actually reading. Do you know what you were reading? You were reading a picture. Exactly. We always think of reading words. You were reading a picture because you were looking at all of the information and the details. You really had to look at the setting a lot. And then you got, and of course the characters as well, or the character as well. But you were able to give me such great language. So now we're going to think about the language and we're going to categorize it. We're going to first think about our goal. Our goal is to think about the character's feelings, behaviors, or feelings, motivations, and behaviors. So I would like to now ask you, can you find a word up here that has to do with that? Feelings, motivations, behaviors. And we're going to circle those. Okay, yes.
She lost her wife. I mean, he lost her boyfriend.
You think she lost her boyfriend?
Yeah.
That is a good guess. But okay, and I think that's a great prediction. I would like you to find, is there a word up here that goes along with that? Because there is. What happens? Go ahead. Is it Fissel? All right. Worried. Face. Okay. Matthew. Sad. Who else? Yes.
Distress.
Did you say distressed? All right. Well, we need to add that. Absolutely. I'll put it over here. Distressed. Love it. Tell me what you mean by distressed.
She's kind of worried.
Yeah? Worried.
Things at once.
It's causing, yeah, so it's causing her to feel really like anxious maybe and worried. She's distressed. Wonderful. Yes?
She lost her good shoe.
Okay, she did. So that has to do, right? If she loses her shoe, is that a feeling?
Yes.
Is it something that might motivate her behavior? She lost the shoe. Okay, so now all of a sudden she's, maybe making her more worried. I don't know. But anything else that goes with feelings, motivations, or behaviors up here? What else do I need to circle? Yes?
Midnight, 12 o'clock.
All right, midnight, 12 o'clock. How is that? How does that impact?
It's because she's afraid that she's going to lose her power.
All right. So I have to add now, you just brought out more words. I have to add afraid, right? 12 o'clock. It's going to ding and, yep, she's afraid, right? Yes. Alone. Okay. She's by herself in this picture, so let's add alone. And I can't see your name tag, but yes, dear.
She's like running away.
Running away, okay? So that would be a behavior, right? Anything else with feelings? Let's kind of go through. Anything that has to do, and character. So you know what, you guys? Is it okay if I circle Cinderella? Yeah. All right, I'm circling Cinderella. Anything else about feelings, behaviors that we need to circle up here?
She was kind of barefoot.
Barefoot, yes. You'd have to explain to me. So to why being barefoot, what would that have to do with feelings?
Like she kept taking off her shoes and running away so no one tracks where she's going.
Okay. So interesting. All right. So we'll put bare feet because she is barefoot. Like one of her slippers has fallen off, so that could affect how she responds. All right. Yes.
Clock tower, because her spell that she had, it wears off at
Midnight? Okay. I love it. So we could do more, but we're going to stop. We're going to stop circling because you're going to do an activity with the words that are circled. It's not to say that you can't use any other words up here to talk about and to explain what you're thinking. Absolutely. But what we're going to do now with these words that have to do with Cinderella's feelings, her motivations, maybe impact her behavior, is you are going to, I'm going to have your lovely teacher pick a number. Let's not have it be the number 2 person because I think I had you do something already. So pick another number.
Ooh, 4.
All right, number 4 person. You don't have a 4. Well, it's going to have to be, that's all right. It can be number 3. You are going to, I'm going to give, oh wait, you maybe already have them out. You do. You have a stack of sticky notes. Number 4, here's what you're going to do. And then I'm listening for, I want someone to say this back to me. You're going to write each of the circled words on one sticky note. Dante, go ahead.
Circled words
All right, so you're going to write each circled word on one sticky note. So on one sticky note, I'll have the word face. Another sticky note, I'll have midnight. Another sticky note, I'll have distressed. Number 4, when you're done writing each of those words, okay, then we'll give, I'll give you the next set of directions. Yes, questions?
Just to make sure we're clear, you want us as a group? So
Yes,
our
not every
group
person,
should
just
have-
number 4.
Oh, excellent, thank you.
Thank
I didn't
you.
want to be confused.
Yep, yep. So just number 4 is writing each of the words, one per, and you can write it nice and big, one per sticky note, because in a minute you're going to use them as a group. Thank you. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to let that last person finish your thought. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming right back. I didn't even have to use, you know what I have? I have a little voices chart, and so you automatically knew voices off. And then when you're working together in just a minute, just like you were doing before, you're going to do soft voices at your group. I'm so proud of you guys for doing that. So we'll do that in just a minute. But now, while number 4 might be finishing a word or two, that is fine. You have 12 words that have to do with the feelings, the motivations, the behaviors of your character. And so you're going to do 2 things with those words on your table as a group. You are going to talk about them, and you're going to listen. And what you're going to do is sort or group the words in any way that makes sense. So I could say, I'm going to show you an example. I could say, Cinderella is alone and worried, right? And I could say those are connected because she's alone and maybe that's making her worried that she's all by herself, okay? You are going to connect, but it doesn't have to be just 2 words. You can group them any way you want, okay? As long as it makes sense, but guess what? The second thing is, everyone in your group, every single person, number 1, 2, 3, and 4, has to know why you grouped the words the way you grouped them. Because in a few minutes, we're going to share out. Does everybody understand? Yes. So sort the words any way you want, put them into groups. Everybody has to know. Go.
Does that have to be in groups of 2s? Or
No.
can it be groups in, like,
Groups of as many as you want. Great question. All right, finish your thoughts real quickly here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, real quickly, I'm going to do one example and then give you your last piece. Because what you have done is we listed all the words together. So we did list. You just, grouped. So we did list and we did groups. And the last piece you're going to do is going to be label. So you're going to label your groups. So we were having a great talk over here because they had 2 words together, distressed and afraid. And they were trying to decide why those are together. So what could be a label? If we put distressed, was it distressed and afraid, right? If we put those together, what could be a label or a category or a title for those 2 words? How are those words related? What are they? Jaden?
like if she's afraid, she gets like distressed.
Okay, so you're giving me a connection. You're right, she could be afraid and that causes her to be distressed, but I want a category or a title or a label. And I'll give you a hint. Underneath that label, I could add worried, sad, distressed. I could add all kind of, oh, yeah, distressed. But okay, so I think, are we getting to the place here? We need a category or a label. Yes. Thank you. So feelings or emotions. So I'm going to write emotions on my purple sticky note, and this is going to be my label. Okay, and you're going to label each of your what? Groups. So now we can take this over here, and they have distressed and afraid is what you had, and those are both emotions. Now do you see how they are labeled? You categorized or you named the group. Does everyone think that they can name their groups? Yes. All right, I'd love for you to do that now. With your purple sticky notes, you're going to do your labels.
No, I'm gonna do
Yes, that's a...
distressed
Yes, you're on the right track. Are you ready for your labels? How many groups do you have? Do you know? Great discussions. We're going to wrap up today's by doing a quick little listening activity because every single group had different discussions and many of the groups put your groups together or labeled them. You grouped and labeled in different ways. So here's what you need to do. Get your thumb ready. You're going to listen. If this group, if a group is sharing and they grouped the words the same way your group did, you get to do a thumbs up. And I might give you a pass or I might ask you a different question, okay? And we're only going to do one example of this, but I want you to get your thumbs ready and listen. And we'll just have one group. This group up here is going to share their groups, okay? And you're going to be listening. Everybody ready? You know what to do? If they have a group that you have, you get to give me a thumbs up. Ready? All right. Who would like to share at this group? Thank you. Go ahead.
Emotion. We have emotions. We have distress, afraid, alone, sad, worried.
I see some thumbs up. People had a group with emotions. Wonderful. Okay, next one.
Action. Let's do action. We'll share.
That's okay. Actions. What do you have for actions?
Loses her shoe, bare feet, and walking /
Wonderful. I see 3 other groups. They had the same thing. Actions. Last one. What's your last group? Thumbs down. Start. Last group.
Time setting. Time setting, clock tower, midnight, 12 o'clock.
Setting. Did any other group have setting? The when and the where. Clock tower. All right. Awesome. All right. So give yourself a round of applause. Great discussion. Last thing we're going to do is refer back because all of those actions you took today, you read the picture, you talked a lot, you listened, you wrote the labels, you grouped. All of those things were leading to our goal, right? To analyze a character. So how might what we just did together, what you just did together in your small groups, help you to understand why the character Cinderella did what she did? How might this help you analyze how she behaves? Yes, Kian?
I was going to say by listing something.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He said by listing things. Yes, absolutely. You listed a lot of your language, then you took some of that language and you grouped it, and you got to think about those feelings and why does she feel that way? Well, because she lost her shoes, she was distressed, she was worried. Absolutely. And then the last piece is what did we do today that helped us learn more about characters' feelings and behaviors? Gavin?
About their actions and how they feel.
Yeah, you talked about it, and you listened to each other, and you made connections in your small group. Great job. And you talked about the actions and the feelings and the behaviors and the emotions. So last piece, round of applause for yourselves. Great job. Thank you so much. I have a little sticker for you, too. So you can clean up your things if you like.